Welcome to
Cameo.
Oh, Brad, what's going on?
I think you were trying to recreate the magic that was our old show, where you would always interrupt me, and then I would make sure.
I remember that.
You weren't.
Yeah,
on
that
for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And now you're back.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing it,
and you're ready to talk.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, do the sponsorship real quick.
You can.
All right. Well, you got to make your plans. Go to make some art, drink some drinks at Paint and Cheers. They're in Oklahoma City's Plaza District, which is a great arts district. If you've never been down there, there's all kinds of food, there's shopping. And then you can, like I say, finish the night out creating some art at Paint and Cheers. They were actually voted Oklahoma's best grown-ups party in the Best of OKC in one of the Gazette. Have you ever checked out the Gazette? They do the Best of OKC. They should have like a podcast section. You know what I'm saying? For like nerds to men. Yeah. But anyway, let's go back to some actual winners, Paint and Cheers. Not like losers like Cameo. But
Oh my.
If you're trying to plan out your week and you want some fun grown-up parties,
don't invite Brad.
Yeah. The key word was fun, so yeah. Thirsty Thursday, they got $2 Boda box wine. That sounds delicious. And then Saturdays, they got at 2 p.m. bottomless sangria. And Sundays, if you're like, you did your brunch and you still want some mimosas, they got bottomless mimosas at 2 p.m. on Sundays. And then, of course, like I said, while you're there, you're going to be painting because Adam, he's so awesome. He leads the classes, and you don't even have to be an artist to do it. He's going to show you how to paint these awesome paintings, and you'll have them just in time for Christmas because I'm going to give away my paintings to you guys. In the are we going to do like a drawing where we draw a name and
no?
Because I'm going to make sure both of y'all get my name.
All right. Well, I know how to plan for Christmas.
And both of y'all get my paintings that I did at Paint and Cheers.
Okay.
Which, go to our Facebook page because I shared one. They're going to be doing like this. If you are maybe like a humanities aficionado or an art person, you've seen The Scream by Edvard Munch.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's seen that. Well, he's doing one that's Jack Skeleton. So
yeah, that's pretty
cool.
dope.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So that I think we may even do like a nerd night out there for that. That's going to be on a Thursday. So private parties, everybody's welcome. Go see Paint and Cheers. Yeah. Now, Buck, you had to tell everybody about New World Comics.
Okay. Well, New World Comics is located here in Oklahoma City at 6219 North Meridian. In like I said, Oklahoma City. We're just south of Northwest 63rd Street, and the phone number here is 405-721-7634. And
tell everybody about what they'll find at the shop.
Well, me most of the time.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, we have a huge selection of back issues, graphic novels, current issues, and action figures.
Yeah, you do. I was looking. I think I saw Cameron. What's the word? Starts with an N.
NECA.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say it.
No, you can't.
Cameo won't let me say it.
No. That's
a conversation that we had off the air. But you have one that's Freddy Krueger over there.
Yeah, I really just got that one in.
Is that something that's new, or did somebody bring that in?
Someone brought that in and traded it, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah, you can bring your stuff in, trade, and do they trade for other books and stuff?
Sometimes they'll trade for other toys. Sometimes it's other books.
Has anyone brought their children in
as a trade?
I had to explain to them that is crime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, we've had a lot of weird offers for things. People brought in a surprising amount of weapons.
Oh
yeah.
Like, and sometimes they'll try to trade for it. Sometimes they'll just give me weapons. like no guns, but everything under that.
I was going to say, is the serial number scratched off?
Yeah. No, I have a huge collection of swords, nunchucks, throwing knives, daggers, axes, hatchets. Bows, arrows.
Okay.
You know, like it's the what? Why do you have that?
Hey, I'm interested in getting one of your hatchets, there, Buck. If you're trying to unload some of them.
I mean, I might throw a hatch to you. Or,
Throw a hatchet my way,
but
or some nunchucks.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the why do you have this? And it's the I'll be the safekeeper.
Why do you have this guillotine? What's this for?
So that was the weirdest, sponsorship read we've done, but that's okay. Do you guys got a Facebook, a website, any of that?
Yes. No website currently, but we do have our Facebook. We're New World Comics OKC.
Right.
You can find us also on Instagram and Twitter under the same tag. So
awesome. And then also check out the New World Comics podcast. That is also a weekly podcast that you guys do where you highlight people from around the store that, make the store what it is. And also just, you got great stories about the store. It's a good podcast.
Sometimes we'll just have customers that come on that, are just always entertaining and wonderful to have around.
Awesome. And then if you're wanting to make your reservation for our friends at Paint and Cheers, then go to paintandcheers.com and make your reservations today. So that brings us to the beginning of the podcast. Let's roll it. This is where you pick your nose just in case you got to do it before. Yeah, get it out before the camera still is rolling, so I'll always have that footage.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So can I pick my butt too?
That's just gross. Welcome to Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. We're joined by Cameo and the third nerd, Buck Berlin.
Howdy.
And
he should be the first nerd.
Should he?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Are
probably.
you saying I'm old?
Well,
no.
You've been a nerd probably longer than some of us.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're more knowledgeable than
That is true.
both of us combined.
He definitely has won. If that was a title to win, he's won it from you.
Yeah, I'm really good at that.
Due to cheating.
Nerd trivia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cheats.
For those of you who are listening to the podcast, thank you. But we also have visual gags sometimes, so you ought to tune in to our YouTube and subscribe, or our Facebook. We always have our videos on Facebook first because that's where we have a lot of people that tune in. So if you're watching, I have no beard this week, which, Buck, you have to kind of give it up to me because that's, I sacrificed my beard for superhero school this last weekend.
It's something that just about every guy that's been in superhero school has had to do. I had to do it once.
I believe it.
Yeah. I really, really didn't want to, but it was for a character that I loved, so it was all right. Well, let's do it.
I was wondering if that was kind of like a rite of passage or something. Like everybody's
George, who was on the New World podcast, and
George Carl.
He helps out around the store. He keeps joking that we're going to do superhero school bingo.
Right.
Like there's. Have you had your full body painted? Have you had to wear women's clothing? Have you had to shave? Yeah. And it's just all these yep. Have you had to have someone zip you up while you're just in your underwear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to recount just a little bit of my experience. And if you've got anything, brutal as it may be, jump in there and let me know. But I just a couple of things I know to do a little different next time. Which is I really studied one character, and then George called me, and I was so glad that he did, or messaged me anyway, and it had some tips for me. And because, I've been studying the Kevin Connor version for 2 weeks now. And because this was also something where I was like, Buck, I'd love to do superhero school one day.
Yeah, for those that don't really know, superhero school is a thing that we do here at the store.
Yeah.
Where I dress up my friends as superheroes, and they come out and talk to the kids about who they are and what they do, and then they get to ask questions to the superheroes.
Right, yeah.
So it's a really cool interaction, and we always try to have, A-list characters that the kids are super excited about, and then characters below that level that they won't really know, but they'll encounter when they start reading.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So usually I'll start off someone with a super unknown character. Right. Because, if something goes wrong on it, it's not that big of a deal because we can
Which
do that later.
did take away a lot of the pressure because, I was kind of like, if I mess up on a fact here or whatever, nobody's really going to know. And, it's just one of those things where probably at what they were encountering Star Brand for the first time.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good way to approach it, especially with a newbie. But yeah, so I got here and Buck was like, how do you plan on playing it? And I was like, what do you mean? And he had mentioned, and George, back to George had also given me the same advice of pick a character, like pick an actor or somebody that you like or enjoy and try to play it as though it's that person. And he's like, I think we should go with Ken Connell. And I was like, oh, Ken Connell, okay. Who's the first Star Brand. And actually, I had the comic book with him anyway, so that was okay. That was cool. But I was like, it's Thursday night, and I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, because you were studying the other one.
Yeah. So it was like
funny.
Kevin Connor. I'm Kevin I'm Ken Connell. I'm Ken Connor. I knew that was going to happen, but it didn't. It didn't actually
vastly
happen.
different. So.
Yeah. But Ken Connell destroyed Pittsburgh, and he had a pretty nice backstory. But the thing that I kind of noticed in my research was the thing about Starbrand is he has like one of the most best powers that possibly, but he's not very imaginative. He doesn't really he doesn't really take advantage of how cool the powers could be.
Right, yeah, he's kind of self-limiting, unbeknownst to him.
Is it maybe like a little bit of self-doubt too, or just I mean, he was a mechanic. He worked on cars and bikes, and then he gets this power from an old man who actually ends up being him in the future.
Yeah,
spoiler alert. For 40 years.
Way to go. Way to go. Thanks.
Because when did this come out? Actually, the 80s?
It came out mid-80s, so yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I love the character. I really, Starbrand actually is kind of one of my favorites now, just because I think it's cool.
That'll definitely happen.
Yeah.
There are a lot of characters that I was like, all right, I'll play that guy. When I was Hercules, it was all right, I've always not liked Hercules. Then when I got to be Hercules, Hercules is awesome.
Yeah. So I get there and Buck's like, who are you kind of playing it as? And I'm like, well, I was gonna go with Luke Wilson from Idiocracy, where he's not the smartest guy, but he's at least the smartest guy on the dumbest planet. You know what I mean? And so it was kind of like a guy who feels pretty confident about his skills, but doesn't know what he doesn't know.
Right.
And then you were like, well, feel free to be even funny and ham it up. And I was like, oh, well, that's easy enough.
Yeah.
Supposedly. But so we get back there and it gets to be my turn and I get out there. And I think I'd already known that the solo who was coming out was going to interrupt me at some point. So I knew that was coming. But when I got out there, I was kind of planning on some more questions, and then I would get to certain things that I had prepared. And so now I kind of realize that it's probably best to have it all prepared as like a monologue.
Yes.
Then if you get the questions and you can slip that stuff in, you know what to roll with.
It always depends on how all of that goes with, because sometimes the crowd just have all the questions, and sometimes they're just waiting on you to.
Right. So that was when I got out there. It was like, oh gosh, what am I doing now? But I tried to go with a sight gag because it kills with my nephews. I was eating a donut that had like a lot of icing on it, and I had it kind of smeared. But the red would not smear on me, only the black. So it really just looked like I hadn't shaved half of my mustache. And so, because like the energy from the Star Brand was melting my donut, basically.
Okay.
And so I had a couple jokes, but I don't know. It was a different crowd. It wasn't. They weren't there for the comedy. I'm not sure.
It was a pretty intense crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was almost atypical of what our normal crowd is.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, they looked like they were having fun, but it just like I said, I had jokes, and they were like,
yeah. It happens.
Yeah. But luckily, it was for like, I don't even know how long I was there, but maybe 3 minutes, and then Solo came out with his gig, so that was cool. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun, actually.
Well, cool.
Did you get any complaints?
No, not at all.
What about my too tiny blonde wig? It only covered this much, Cameo, like just the top. And then all
nice.
my black hair
was
nice.
Awesome.
All right. Well, hey. And then I destroyed the door backstage, and yeah, it was crazy back there. But that's the backstage stuff you don't need to know.
Did you blow up the bathroom?
No. I was leaning on the thing, and the bar falls down, and I'm trying to fix it, and the people backstage were like, "Don't." Because I think if the door opens, does the alarm go off?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, if that goes off during superhero school, Buck's going to be mad. I was like, all right, I'll just, inch away.
Yeah, I got it all fixed. Yeah,
okay.
It's all fine.
Perfect.
Now, so
good times. Well, that brings us to our next segment. Oh, and hopefully, I'd love to do a superhero school again sometime.
yeah, definitely.
So.
And eventually we'll get Cameo in on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to. It sounds so much fun.
But like I said, because I thought it'd be January or February when Buck gets around to put me in. No, he was like, "Can you be available in 2 weeks?" I was like, "Yep,
Yeah. I mean, Batman Day's coming, so we might throw you all in.
yeah."
Speaking of Batman, real quick, I'm getting the most awesome action figure tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
It's the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Batman.
Oh, that thing's sweet.
Oh man,
Nice.
Oh.
Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?
Big Bad Toy Store. No. Sorry, AmiAmi.com.
Nice.
So-
We might as well mention, because we're on the topic, that you can pre-order those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
From NECA.
the 90s version
Yes.
from the movie.
Oh, man,
Why didn't they ever come out with those before? I wonder.
I mean, Playmates did the ones for the regular toy line, and at the time they looked amazing, and then you look back, they're like, that looks nothing like the
Right.
ones.
Yeah. Well, these look
Except Ninja
so
Turtles
good.
3.
Okay,
Those look like
look great. Yeah.
Well, if you want, they come out in February.
February
But
2019.
You can pre-order them now, and I suggest that you do at thegamestop.com, because me and Cameo have been searching for these since. When did they come out? At Comic-Con?
Comic-Con, like
Yes,
2
San
or
Diego
3 years
Comic-Con.
ago? Yeah.
No, they came out this year.
Was it this year?
Yeah, this year.
The ones that are in the VHS tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Or the
set
holder.
one. The
Yeah.
set
Oh,
one, not
yeah.
the quarter scale ones.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, these new ones are the 7-inch scale.
Yeah, they're not.
But the
bigger
ones that Buck are talking about are the ones from 2 years ago.
Those
Yeah.
were awesome too.
Yeah.
Man. So pre-order those now. Anyway, all right. Nerdflix and Chill. We're gonna let you know about some of the best shows and movies that are coming out this fall as we're getting ready. You got your pumpkin spice ready to go, Cameo?
Man, I'm not basic, so no.
You're not sitting by the chimney drinking pumpkin spice lattes?
I don't like pumpkin,
Oh, there you go.
so there's that.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, when you're Nerdflix and chilling, this is what's coming out. Did any of y'all watch Sons of Anarchy at all?
No.
I started it.
Yeah. I got into it after it came out a little while, but I loved it. I watched every episode. So, but they have a spinoff, the Mayans MCs, coming out September 4th. So that's technically, as we're recording
Tomorrow.
this, it's Monday night, so it'll be Tuesday, September 4th on FX, which is it's a spinoff, and spinoffs typically I don't know that too many that were all that good.
Yeah. Apparently the Better Call Saul's pretty good, but
Better Call Saul is really good. That's
Yeah.
a great one. But that's more of that's a prequel to The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it got confirmed. So
Yeah.
Speaking of FX, did you see that they're having their own streaming service now? It's like,
No.
I think it's like FX Plus or something.
Man, that doesn't surprise me. Everybody's going to have
So
one
like
now.
every FX original series and whatever else FX has the rights to.
Well, but-
it's like $5.99 a month.
I don't see why they would, because I mean, all that's going to revert to Disney.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it's part of Disney's plot
Yeah.
to get more money.
Yeah.
So
That would make sense because Disney can't put all that on their Disney.
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, if they had their own FX, that would make sense. So, I did see a preview though for the Mayans MC, and it actually looked pretty good. So, I'm excited about watching it. Now, here's something that you might be excited about this weekend, September 7th, Netflix. Iron Fist season 2 comes out.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I thought, I was like, man, it's going to be months before we,
Right.
I didn't think, we're getting Iron Fist before Venom.
I didn't think so either. I didn't
Yeah.
think so either.
I'm excited to see because after seeing Iron Fist in Luke Cage season 2 for briefly.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, that's better than what we saw
The
before.
patty cake move, so amazing.
Yeah.
So amazing.
I even thought seeing them together in the Luke Cage was better than the Defenders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're doing as much like damage control as they can.
And that's good.
Yeah.
So good. But I mean, obviously he's had time to work on that character and his martial arts stuff now. But the season 2 trailer when he was fighting, man, it looks so good.
You knew like all the problems that they had with it. Like they didn't give him any time to like learn any stunts or anything. They're like, hey, go over there, punch the guy, flip off the wall, and do a kick. It was like, okay, wait, so I do what? No, do that now. And they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And that's the training that he had.
Yeah, that sucks. That
Yeah.
sucks. But on that same day too, I love this show. It's Atypical. With starring Michael Rappaport and I forgot his wife's name, but that comes out the same day too.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I did. I've seen a little bit of that show, but I'd like to see a little more. As far as Iron Fist, Davos, he returns.
Oh, cool.
And Typhoid Mary.
Awesome.
Can you tell me a little bit about Typhoid Mary?
She's crazy.
Yeah, she got a split personality, and she's pyrokinetic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And then maybe that there might be an Iron Fist, an actual suit in this one.
What?
They show the mask. And
That's right. He looks like Scorpion.
yeah.
Yeah.
They show the mask, but that's about it.
You know what I'm most excited about?
What?
Colleen Wing.
I'm excited about Misty Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to see much
I love you,
Misty Knight
wifey.
in this one?
Yeah, she's in it. She's in a couple scenes.
Oh, okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Do you guys watch many of the HBO shows?
Nope.
Nope.
There's one called The Deuce, and that's not what you think it is, Cameo. But it's got Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's got James Franco. I'm not sure James Franco's in it as much. But
I wanted to
he's got-
see that, but I never
I
started
heard
it.
Yeah, I heard it was good, but not something that you want to get really caught watching.
Yeah, it's
really?
It's like the 70s back in I think in the New York City back when
It was scuzzy and awful.
Yeah. And so they're making those movies that
Did it
played
ever
in
get
all
better,
those
though?
theaters.
I mean, I lived in New York, so I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think they cleaned it up from back in the even back in the 80s, right?
it was late 90s that they started cleaning it up because you go back and read the Infinity Gauntlet and Spider-Man swinging through Times Square and they're like, oh, look at all these strip clubs and all this. Oh, that's not there anymore.
Yeah. So
but there are some though. There are some.
Well,
Just like right around the corner from Times Square.
It's from David Simon. He made The Wire and Treme, so I love those shows. So, The Deuce Season 2 starts September 9th. September 12th, American Horror Story, Apocalypse. I know you love
Ooh.
American Horror Story, don't you, Cam?
No, I don't. But I wonder what's Apocalypse going to be about.
it's this
let's
old
see.
Egyptian guy. He's got a big A on his belt and tubes from his elbows to the lower back.
Played by Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, so
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, then we're good to go.
Truth be told, there's not in the synopsis. Really, all it's saying is that they're combining the characters and elements from 2 previous seasons. So season 1, which was to me one of the best seasons, but I haven't seen.
Oh, I did
all
see
of
the
them.
first season. Yeah.
Murder House,
Yeah.
and then season 3, Coven, and so they're gonna mix
They're going
those.
to take the affordable actors from each.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Dylan McDermott, he's coming back.
He's affordable.
Yeah.
He's never doing anything.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know a lot of people that they watch all of these. So that's going to be September 12th. Or, the 12th. Okay, here's one that's on Hulu. And a lot of people don't have Hulu, but you should get it
I
because
just
there's a
got
lot of
Hulu.
great shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are a Sprint user, you better get your Hulu free. Yep. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, got my Hulu for free because I'm a Sprint user.
That's awesome.
There's going to be a new show called The First, which comes out September 14th. Should have come out on the 1st.
I know, right?
All right, but it's from the creator of House of Cards, and it's an American-British drama series about a 5-person team of astronauts sent to establish the first human colony on Mars. And so,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I saw that movie.
Sean Penn. Yeah, The Martian.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of liked it, though. I thought, I liked The Martian and that movie, and so I'd like to see maybe it spread out. I don't think it has any connection to that, but like I said, Sean Penn's in it. It's got 8 episodes, so not too much investment in that. But that one comes out September 14th. Now here's one for you, Cameo. But
Can't wait.
All right, really? Because you said you weren't all that excited.
When I first saw it, but they had like little mini episodes, and I watched them and enjoyed every single one.
Pins and needles, guys. What is it?
Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes,
Boom, boom, boom.
September 17th on Nickelodeon. So
Wait, so you're saying it's okay?
I'm saying it's okay. I'm giving it a thumbs up. Not 2. I'm giving it a thumb.
2 fingers and a thumb.
like if
Yeah.
you got your thumb nicked off in some kind of accident.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so not as good as like the last series.
Oh, heck no.
Well, okay, not as
No.
good as the series before the last series.
Heck no.
Okay,
No. Not even close.
okay,
Not even close.
cool. Because man, last series the CGI one,
So amazing.
I would argue that technically it's better than the original because it's like they took all the stuff from the original and like
yeah.
all right, so we knew what worked there. Let's get rid of all the stuff that didn't.
Right.
And here we go.
Well, and towards the end of the series, it kind of almost got a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
After they fired what's his name, American Pie dude.
Oh, Jason.
Schwartzman?
No, Biggs.
Jason
Jason
Biggs.
Biggs.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was the
Yeah,
voice
yeah,
of
yeah.
Leonardo. And after they, got rid of him, that's when it started getting a little bit more dark, and I loved that.
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing can beat the 2012 series.
Yeah.
So
It's so good. Yeah. Speaking of, if you have Hulu, that's the thing to check out.
yes, all the seasons are on there.
Yeah.
Even the like the Ninja Turtle like stories or something, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's amazing too. So
Some of
check
the
it out.
cast, Omar Miller, who's on Ballers on HBO, Ben Schwartz from Parks and Recs,
And
Josh Brenner, who was on Silicon Valley.
yes,
Big Head. I thought
Yes.
that was cool. Do you
Yeah.
know who he's playing?
yeah,
He feels
Leo.
like a Donatello. He's a Leonardo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you know who any of these guys are?
Omar Miller's Raph. Ben Schwartz is Donatello.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Brendan Michael Smith,
he
You're the
is-
Worst.
He's Michelangelo.
Kat Graham.
She is April O'Neil.
And what about John Cena?
He's one of the villains.
And there's no Shredder, right? Like
No.
it's-
Well, and I think Raphael leads the team, right?
Yeah.
That's
Raphael
weird.
leads.
Okay, I brought this one up because I just recently started torturing myself by rewatching Lost, which our buddy Tom has seen like 7 or 5 times, right?
Yeah.
7 or 5.
Yes. Threve.
Grieve.
But September 24th on NBC, I guess this is kind of like
Lost 2.
it's very much like Lost. It's called Manifest, and it's from Robert Zemeckis, who made Back to the Future. And it's about a commercial flight of passengers suddenly disappears, reappears 5 years later with all of the occupants seemingly unharmed. So
It'd be amazing if they got Michael Keaton to pilot that thing.
that would be awesome. It doesn't say who's in it or anything, but I just, this though, it said Lost concluded its excellent 6-season run. I'm like, excellent for 6 seasons? I don't
That's for 3.
Yeah. That's what I told my buddy Provo, because me and him have been watching these. I was like, we're probably going to get to season 3 and then start going like every few episodes.
Yeah.
Man, Sawyer's crazy.
Yeah.
So predictable.
So if you like Lost, you might like Manifest. Lethal Weapon 3 comes back September 25th on Fox.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
Have you not heard the craziness? Okay, so Damon Wayans, or who's the head of it? Like, who's the main guys? No, Martin, right?
Damon Wayans is one, and then Clayne Crawford was...
Clayton. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
Damon Wayans and Clayton Crawford, they fought constantly.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
constantly on set. Like even like during takes,
Yeah.
like they could barely get through takes. So
Wow.
yeah, they fired the guy that you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
they brought in Stifler.
That's
Nice.
the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean William Scott, who's going to replace him, Clayne Crawford, but he's not replacing, like, it's not where he's is it Riggs or Murtaugh? Riggs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Riggs. He's not going to replace him. He's a completely new character. So
right. Yeah, they're just getting rid of him.
And,
Okay.
and Damon Wayans said season 3 is a lot lighter in tone, and we're having fun on and off the set. So Yeah, if you're looking forward to...
That's a stab in the face.
Yeah, it is. Now, like me and Cameo, off of the show, really don't like each other.
Slap fighting.
Yeah.
It's the most... I'm like, dude, just throw a punch.
Yeah.
No, they're just constantly... Yeah. God, it's awkward and... Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
don't.
Not unlike that. God.
But
we fight like brothers, though.
But we keep it together during the shows. That's what I'm getting at.
Or shall I say sisters.
We're at least that professional that we can keep it together once the camera comes on. Right.
Right. I mean, that's being
ridiculous.
professional.
Yeah. But so if you, I don't know, probably no one's going to miss this Clayne Crawford guy, though.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't even know who he was.
Yeah. Nobody did.
Maybe his mom went to the show.
September 26th, we get the 22nd season of South Park. So,
wow.
The last season I didn't love as much as I loved the season before that. So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of where I am with South Park right now. It's like, if it's good, whatever, I'll watch it. If not, I don't care. It's 22 seasons.
It's been 15 years since I've watched South Park. Something like that. Like,
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I haven't watched it since the second season.
Yeah. So, but I'm looking forward to like at least seeing if it's going to be good because, like I said, the one before this last one was I thought one of their better ones in a long time. So, Star Wars comes back. Star Wars. Let's see, Rebels was the one that just wrapped up, but on Disney XD, October 7th. Star Wars Resistance will take over. So it takes place 6 months before the start of The Force Awakens, giving us a rare look at the days before Rey went on her epic adventures across the galaxy. So I kind of think that sounds cool.
It'd be cool if they were like guaranteed miniseries.
Right.
Because like Clone Wars went on way too... I mean, like there were good episodes, but like... half the time it was here's the clones up to some hijinks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, like it if they could have pared it down and done here's so many episodes.
Right, yeah.
It'd be amazing.
They do have Poe, BB-8, which, you should check out the New World podcast, the New World Comics podcast, and get an inside look at how Buck came up with the BB-8. What would you call it, a puppet?
I'd call it a puppet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So Resistance, they say, sports a new anime-inspired art style, so it'll set it apart from all the other shows. So that sounds interesting.
That's good and edgy for the year 2000.
I do believe that Disney XD, is also on Hulu, so that's probably how I'll be checking it out. I know we've all been not watching this, but I'm probably going to get caught up because so many people still watch it. They still love it. So it's called The Walking Dead. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Do people still come in and buy the comic books? I mean, is it as popular?
Not as much as it used to be.
No.
It's been probably 2 years since we had the last like really big rush. So
it's still going though, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're in season 9 now. Can you believe it's been 9 seasons now?
Man, see, the crazy thing is with The Walking Dead is that it got too predictable.
Yeah.
Like it was good whenever they, followed the storyline of Glenn getting killed. But after that, it's just like, okay, how many times we gotta? It kind of reminded me of Dragon Ball Z almost, like all this dialogue and nothing was going on.
Here's my thing too. What remind me of the baseball Negan and his real name.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Like
I was about to say John Hamm because he was supposed to play him, and then it got switched.
But like guys like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, girls like Lauren Cohen and Andrew Lincoln, even I feel like all these are really good actors and actresses. Crappy writing, I guess. I mean, they're not taking advantage of what they have here. Of course, that's probably why Andrew Lincoln and Lauren Cohen are leaving this season. So,
they both are.
Yeah,
I just thought it was Andrew Lincoln.
Nope, spoilers.
Oh.
Well, it says that they're leaving at some point during this season. And then, spoilers, I guess, for last season, I guess they killed off Carl, too.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not watching it.
Oh, my God. They killed Carl.
Oh, my God.
And speaking of people who are leaving,
Cameo. He's leaving
the
show.
I am. It's been a good
we'll just get that
years.
Ninja Turtle back and just send him down.
No, but Emmy Rossum from Shameless is leaving.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
How are they going to keep going?
I don't know.
Buck doesn't know who you're talking about.
No,
do you?
I actually watched the first couple episodes. First couple seasons.
And you're talking about
Fiona.
Fiona,
Gallagher, yeah.
And you're right. Nobody's going to want to watch that now.
Yeah.
I mean, she's awesome.
Yeah.
In her short shorts. All right. Because the one girl, she was on Roseanne, and I don't think that's going to work out for her so much.
Yeah.
We'll see. Apparently, they're doing some stuff with the Roseanne, or with the Connors or whatever.
I saw that. They're going to kill off Roseanne.
Yeah.
Which somebody was like, well, that's permanent. And I was like, well, is it? John Goodman died. And
yeah.
Look, he's back.
He got better. Yeah.
Yeah, he got better. That's. I got to remember that. Anytime anybody asks if somebody got died up here in the shop, he got better.
Oh, they got better. Yeah.
The Flash season 5 returns October 9th to the CW. I'm excited.
Me too.
Because I kind of gave up on the Flash, and this last season was so good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite seasons. So looking forward to
You didn't like
that
the musical?
I didn't even watch that episode. I just hated how, like, for a minute there, it was just they were recycling it every season. It seemed like where everybody was mad at Barry, and then his future self came to try to defeat him for some reason.
Yeah.
Black Lightning season 2 comes out October 9th on the C-Dub. Titans comes out October 12th on the DC Universe.
I wonder how Nightwing feels about Batman.
Well, he said F him in the trailer.
Yeah.
So there's that.
This is another Greg Berlanti show, though. I'm wondering why it wasn't on CW.
Probably for a couple F-bombs.
Oh, you think they wanted to go ahead and go that route?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I'm guessing that this is going to kind of be the cornerstone of the DC universe for right now, right?
It looks like because they're going to spin out Doom Patrol from it.
Right.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser's in that.
That looks so cool. They leaked a couple pictures of people in costume.
That.
Oh my god, it looks great.
Yeah. What's he's like the Robo?
He's Robot Man.
Robot Man. Yeah.
And then Supergirl season 4 starts October 14th. I think it got moved to Sundays. Is that right?
Really?
I think so.
I think so. What does that mean? Does that mean that this is it for Supergirl?
No, it means
Sunday's pretty prime time.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's the time that everyone watches TV now.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Fridays are the ones that are.
I remember back in the day, though, like we watched Sunday nights were the worst.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, Arrow season 7, October 15th, and Legends of Tomorrow season 4, October 22nd. So Legends and Arrow are two that I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them because I kind of
Arrow looks like it's going to go places this season because they're throwing them in jail.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's a chance for them to get out of their formulaic one villain a season.
What about the Legends of Tomorrow? How did they
quit?
Yeah, me too. I was like,
Legends
Nazi zombies, I'm out.
I mean, if they could have followed their own rules, I'd be in. But
right,
and Nazi slave owners too.
Oh, did they do that?
Yes.
But you're right, because it was like, if we mess with history, it'll mess everything up. No,
then,
it didn't never mess anything up.
And there's, Hawk Girl clawing out some dude's eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that had no repercussions.
You're right.
The Flash, he sneezes wrong, and one of the, and everything's messed up. But in Legends of Tomorrow, nothing.
I love those memes about changing the future, and like it's like with Grant Gustin's Barry Allen.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hold my drink."
I do want to mention some movies that are coming out pretty quick. The Nun, September 7th. You want to see that, don't you?
Heck no. Every time I see that commercial, I flip it to a different channel.
If you're a fan of The Conjuring, then the Nun is like the latest in that series.
None for me. Oh, I'll be over here.
September. That's this week, September 7th. The Predator next week, September 14th. What do you think about that?
I think Stephanie's going to lose her mind.
Yeah.
Is Keegan Michael Key?
Yeah.
He's in it.
Yeah, he is.
I kind of want to see it because he's in it.
Boyd Holbrook, Thomas Jane, Sterling K. Brown, Olivia Munn. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Olivia Munn, though.
Sterling K. Brown was T'Chaka's brother.
Oh, yes. I do know who that is.
Thomas Jane was the second Punisher movie.
Never saw it. Okay, Venom comes out October 5th.
Oh, he was the second Punisher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do too. Now
Yeah.
Okay. Venom. Are you ready for that?
What about Upgrade? Oh, man, I'm mean. Like I have nothing positive to say here.
Because he's working on Labor Day. That's why. That's why he's angry.
You mentioned Upgrade. What were you?
Like if you look at the trailer for Upgrade and then you look at the trailer for Venom, it's the same movie.
I just watched Upgrade last night.
Yeah,
yeah. That movie was okay.
Well, I mean, like it
but
looks
you're
like,
right.
you know, oh man, the dude wakes up and has enhanced powers. And
yeah,
it's not, and he's not in control. Look at him go take down all these bad guys around him.
I've never seen it. So, did that movie come out not too long ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get it on DVD now.
Okay.
Yeah. I just watched it on Amazon Prime last night. I rented it, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, because there was something else that it had reminded me of.
And the guy kind of looks like Tom Hardy too.
He does look like Tom Hardy because I thought it was when I first saw the preview.
Yeah, it looks like the Venom trailer. Like it's
because he can't control. Yeah, you're right. It is very much Venom like.
Yeah,
so if you want to see Venom before it comes out, go rent Upgrade.
They don't even say symbiote.
Yeah,
that irks me.
But as far as Venom goes, we're gonna get to this here in a minute. But there's a song on the new Eminem record that's actually going to be tied to the movie, which
is actually called Venom.
Yeah, so it's interesting. But I am very much looking forward to Venom. And here's another one. If you guys, he wrote the scripts for The Martian and Cloverfield, World War Z. He also directed Cabin in the Woods. Drew Goddard. He doesn't make very many movies, it seems like, but when he does, I love him. He's got one coming out October 12th, Bad Times at the El Royale, and it just looks like a really good comedy kind of movie, but dark comedy maybe. And then we'll finish with this because Buck, I don't know, you might have been bummed or excited, I'm not sure. But there's going to be a Die Hard 6.
Which, inherently I'm excited about because, I mean, good or bad, Die Hard movies are fun. Mm-hmm. But for the New World Comic Con, we've been nicking their name. We've been stealing the subtitles for them, and the name that they came out for Die Hard 6 is kind of underwhelming and is not going to work for my con theme. So how dare they?
Yeah, the title is actually McClane, but it was originally going to be titled Die Hard Year One. So neither of them would work for you in that regard.
Not really. I'm gonna shop it around and see how many people will go with New World Comic Con McClane.
Now I was like, Die Hard 6. But the synopsis here, it doesn't sound like not interesting. I guess it's okay.
Well, and they even come out and it's going to be the last one.
It will be a 60-year-old Bruce Willis, of course, McClane, and then it'll also be about McClane in his 20s, so somewhere we're going to have a younger McClane.
I wonder if they're going to get Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
From Looper?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering, too, because it was really funny when they remade him into Bruce Willis for that movie.
Yeah.
What'd you think about that when they did that?
I was surprised at how good he was.
Yeah, I was, too, so I would be down for that. Although, can he pull off the in his 20s now? I mean, he still looks pretty young.
Yeah,
but
he has to shave.
He's now almost in his 40s now, isn't he? I mean, he's got to be in his 30s. But yeah, you're right, because if you shave, it takes about 20 years off your... Mm-hmm. I should know. All right, we're going to get to Camz Jamz in just a second, but I just want to tell you again about my friends at Paint and Cheers. They are the place to go down in the Plaza District, which is an arts district here in Oklahoma City that's got all kinds of cool stuff to do. But you can go down there for birthdays, bachelorette parties, holiday parties, team building, anniversary parties, or just for fun. It's good for date night. Everyone is welcome to Paint and Cheers. They've got, the studio that when you get into it, it feels like you're in a legit art studio because that's what Adam does. He's an artist. And he has all these techniques that you're going to be able to, even if you don't know you've never lifted a brush, you're going to walk out with a painting that you're like, oh my goodness. And actually I have a couple of the paintings that me and my wife done in the corners here that people watching the videos are going to be able to see. So, I mean, and I can't wait to go back and do some more. Like I say, we're going to do a nerd night here probably in October, so that's going to be fun. But, the thing is, they got one goal, and it's for you to have as much fun as humanly possible. And, of course, get your drink on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so sip.
paint, be merry, drink. If you want to reserve your seats, do it right now. paintandcheers.com. And like I said, Paint and Cheers, they were voted Oklahoma Best of OKC winner of Grown-Ups Party. So that's a good endorsement for them. Reserve your seats right now at paintandcheers.com. All right, it's time for Camz Jamz. Cameo, take it away. Yeah, get your
yes. Get ready for this. Oh snap! Kamikazi, Eminem. I'm done. That's it.
That's it. That's all.
It.
That's okay. Well,
that's it.
I think Buck has questions.
Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
What is a Kamikazi?
Well, that's the name of Eminem's latest album that was released Friday.
Surprise release, too.
When's the last time he put out an album?
I think it was Revival, and that was
2017.
Last year.
Okay.
Yeah. And see, he had made one. What was the one before that? It was the one with Rap God, right?
Yeah, I can't remember.
It was a really good one. And when Revival came out, I think everybody was expecting like a really great Eminem album, and I don't think
it was.
Did
It started off decent, and then it was just like,
Right.
But Eminem, he addresses that in this, and he doesn't care what people say.
Yeah.
Which has been Eminem's,
I understand
thing.
that Will Smith doesn't have to rap in his videos.
He doesn't have to curse.
Yeah.
Neither. Yeah. But so I gotta say, it starts off with The Ringer.
Yes.
And he just murders everybody in that.
Oh my gosh! Do you have the list of everybody
yes.
he calls out? All right.
He calls out Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Yeah. We got Drake. Mm-hmm. We also have MGK. Charlemagne the God, who's on what is that?
Oh, the show?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. The Breakfast Club?
Breakfast Club. Yeah. Donald Trump, obviously. I said Charlemagne. Joe Budden, he's on there. Vince Staples, Lord Jamar, DJ Academics, which DJ Academics needs to, not say anything about anyone because he's always getting ran through the ringer. Like literally, not just through this song, but literally all the time. So I think, best for him to, not say anything.
Yeah, maybe move on.
But it's kind of funny because he went after Drake because I think it was either last year or 2 years ago when Drake was coming after Meek Mill. I guess Drake was trying to say something to Eminem, but Eminem never said anything. And this is what he said to Drake in this song. He said, you got some views, which is one of Drake's albums, but you're still below me. Mine are higher, so when you compare our views, you get overlooked. And I don't say the hook unless I wrote the hook. Basically saying that Drake has a ghostwriter. So, yeah, I just don't understand why people want to come for Eminem.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like, okay. And I know this is one of Buck's favorite artists, Lil Yachty. And
I love Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
I've never heard a word from Lil Yachty. Wow.
But isn't it like, okay, if I was like a lesser known rapper right now, I would call out Eminem so that he would call me out and I get free advertising.
Well,
right?
and that's probably why I didn't respond way back when. Is that, I'm not going to give him the time of day.
Well, his first album was called Little Boat.
Lil Yachty?
Yeah, Lil Yachty's first album was Little Boat.
Of course it was.
Lil Yachty.
But he messes with him too in this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Lil Yachty, who Buck has never heard of from until this day.
And now I'm like, ooh, Lil Yachty.
Only because Eminem calls him out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that would be every song would be about Eminem. I'd just be trashing him till he calls out Nerds to Men.
Right.
This album actually is it's not that long. There's like 13 songs, but it's only 45 minutes. And I really feel like the first couple songs really are real good. The Ringer, Greatest is a really good.
Yeah.
Lucky You's good. And then Normal, it wasn't my favorite song on this record. It was kind of about the relationships with females and stuff. So
yeah.
Stepping Stone was about D12. And it seemed a little, I don't know, like Like he wanted to control the narrative of everything that happened with D12, which was his group.
Oh yeah. No, I have D12 stuff. Yeah, believe it or not, I have.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Not Alike. That was a good one. I don't remember Fall. Kamikaze was good.
was really good. I like that one a lot.
And then Nice Guy, Good Guy. Those were weird. And Venom. Venom was okay. I mean,
It's what you expect from a soundtrack song.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
yeah. We should maybe do like a best soundtrack songs list one day.
Nothing will be better than "Kiss from a Rose" from Seal.
What about?
Sorry,
that one was a
That's
good
my jam.
one. But was that one for the soundtrack or just?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about the Smashing Pumpkins? The end is the beginning. Is the beginning is the end? Is
No.
Or
that song.
Dashboard Confessional.
Oh god.
Vindication.
Yeah.
Which one was this one?
That was
Spider-Man
first
3?
Spider-Man 3. Because it's just so on the nose it hurts.
Yeah.
Everyone who works here knows it like word for word. Like
Nice.
on command, we can all sing it.
I love it. I love it.
So bad.
So gross. All right. That brings us to one of our favorite segments and the last segment. Oh, Buck, yeah.
All right. Well,
And this is, of course, Buck's recommendations for this week. And let us know which ones are available.
Well, all these titles are currently available. Some of them we're going back a little ways just because they've had recent issues come out, and the series is still super, super strong on some of these.
Okay, cool.
We're going to start off with Edge of Spider-Geddon.
Yeah.
It's the next big Spider-Man crossover that's going on, where you find all of the different Spider-Man from different universes teaming up, going against the one big bad guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And we saw the punk rock Spider-Man last issue, right?
Yeah. And this is one of the Spider-Mechs that's in this one, and then the next one is going to be done by the guy from My Chemical Romance, Gerard Way.
So one thing I love about comic books, like more so than the actual book, is the ads. And I just saw one for Black Panther. Join the fight against Plaque, which I think is very important to Black Panther.
Brad, there's something about Wakandans that you don't know, apparently. Plaque is their number one weakness. It's enemy number one.
And I'm trying to figure out if Citizen is standing behind the fact that they're saying that this watch is made out of the same material as the Captain America shield. Is that what they're saying here?
Yes, metal.
Is this a vibranium watch?
No, same metal as the movie.
Titanium.
So yeah.
Okay, sorry, I just hijacked this whole
I
segment.
know, you're good.
But I really, back when I was young, I really did love the ads almost as much because they were just so funny, like how they would tie the superheroes into whatever stupid ad it was.
Oh yeah. In the superhero school, sometimes we do a bit where people get defeated by Hostess snack cakes.
Nice.
That's
what awesome.
Our mutual friend Andrew Spino came in the other day to the station and had some older comics. He was showing me those ads. That
Oh
was
yeah.
pretty
Oh,
funny.
they're phenomenal. Yeah.
Okay, what else have we got?
All right. So first issue just came out is West Coast Avengers.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
West Coast.
Almost all the superhero stuff happens in New York,
Right.
Or East Coast, kind of thing. And they're realizing, there's stuff happening on the West Coast that no one's taking care of. So it's Kate Bishop, the female Hawkeye, who's so out of her league that it's not even funny. And she's trying to take down this group of land sharks. Like, these sharks grew legs and they're just running around on land.
Okay.
And she's like, what is going on? This is so stupid.
Kind of like what was like Tremors 3 or 4.
Yeah. It's kind of that level of crazy. And then she's like, I just need superheroes. Just anyone, please. In New York, there's 800 superheroes. Out here, there's me. So it's her throwing together like the best team that she can. Like, Gwenpool shows up.
Oh, nice.
And she's like, at least she's like a weapons expert. She can help, I guess. And then, yeah. It's a really, really fun book. I highly recommend it.
Let me see that real quick. I think that I saw that, and I was thinking Like what's the biggest stylistic difference between a West Coast and an East Coast Avenger?
The East Coast Avengers are like, the old school, like, they are the team, the superhero team. West Coast Avengers is the we're Avengers, so you all kind of take us seriously, but we're gonna try our hardest to fix this thing, but don't.
They might be the B team.
Yeah, they're definitely the B team.
Oh, American Chavez is in this.
Yeah.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro.
No, she in the new Marvel's
Marvel Rising.
Yeah, Marvel Rising.
Yeah.
She's played by Sierra Ramirez, who I got to interview like before she was a part of this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I wanted to try to get her and ask her to do another interview about it.
I thought you were going to say before she was famous, and I was like, well, everybody you interview is before they were famous.
Shut your face.
That's why they come on with you.
Maybe I should interview you so you can get famous.
Oh, snap. All right.
I was waiting for it.
Slap to your face.
All right. So the next thing that I'm throwing out there to recommend is the Terrifics, which is essentially DC's take on the Fantastic Four.
Oh,
which,
really?
You look at it and you wouldn't necessarily say, "Oh, look, it's the Fantastic Four," but each character in there kind of has the same characteristics of the person that they're representing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like Mr. Terrific is the smartest guy in the DC universe.
Yeah.
And Metamorpho is this guy who got mutated and really doesn't want to look that way and can't change the way he looks. Yep. And then, Plastic Man is just, flippant about everything and doesn't take anything too terribly seriously.
Human Torch.
And then Phantom Girl, is just kind of, subjugated, put to the background, can't really do anything, and, just wants everyone's attention. Yep. Uh-huh.
Wait, what? Oh. What? We both got it wrong.
But, yeah, so it's a really, really cool series with them just kind of, going on scientific adventures, looking into what the Metalverse is and all that stuff, spinning out from DC's Metal. And it's just been phenomenal. And the 7th issue just came out, and we currently have, all 7.
And it's got a poster.
Yeah. The first issue has a fold-out poster on the
Sweet.
first cover. Yeah.
So, The Dark Knight's Metal. Tell us a little bit more about that, because we talked a little bit about it, where there's been some stuff that's been out before, right? And
yeah.
They've released even the songs that, the Chino Moreno and even Jerry Cantrell just released one in conjunction to the Dark Knight's Metal. But what exactly is that?
All right. So Batman discovered that there was not only a multiverse going on in their universe, they have a dark multiverse, which is like the bad version of just everything.
Ooh, that's where I live. I think.
Yeah, and there's crazy metal that hangs out there, and it has special properties, and man, it's just nuts.
Really,
like,
yeah.
It's not really one that you can sit down and just kind of explain. Like there's so much going on.
Is there a good one to jump into?
Well, there's 2 trade paper or 2 hardcovers right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Dark Knight Metal that's the prelude to, and then there's just the hardcover 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to grab those then. And this is in the same universe.
This comes right after.
Awesome.
Yeah, this spins out from the events of.
Are there some more like this that are the?
Yeah, there's Challengers of the Unknown. And then there's Damage and Sideways, and there's a whole line of.
Okay, best thing to do: come by the shop.
Yeah, but this is easily the best one that came out from it.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. That's a good one.
And then to wrap things up on this, X-Men Red. Mm-hmm. So Jean Grey had been dead for a while, but she got better. Right,
she got better.
So, for anyone who's been trying to read X-Men comics for a while, they've been so crazy since the 90s. Like they'll keep trying to reinvent things and redo things, and a lot of the time it doesn't work because they have to wrap up other character plot lines and just everything. With this one, Jean Grey comes back and doesn't want any part of what the X-Men's doing, so she forms her own team and starts being more proactive. Like she goes to the UN and like, hey, let's work with mutants. Let's get some countries behind this, and let's try to make a difference. So
I love that there's a honey badger.
Oh yeah, okay. So honey badger is the clone of X-23.
How many clones do we have now?
Okay, there are a whole bunch of clones of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honey badger. That's
one thing I also
badger don't
noticed. It must be Shark Week because I see a shark in here.
Yeah.
I see a shark in West Coast Avengers.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for a good Marvel book, look for a shark.
Yeah. Ooh, Star Wars Thrawn. Okay. So this one is available too.
Yeah.
And I like the ad on the back there. There's a Black Panther shirt that is exclusively available at JCPenney. Hold that up, Cameo. Yeah. JCPenney, send us our check, please.
Yes.
Or we'll take the shirt. Either way. Okay, so X-Men Red. That looks awesome. Which, you got to read that because there's no movies coming.
Yep.
All right, those are the picks for this week. Oh, fuck yeah.
Woo!
I like that because back in the day, whenever I would go into these things called record shops,
Yeah.
I know they're extinct now, but they'd always have the employee picks, and I'd always love looking through that and be like, because I always thought the people that worked there were so cool, and so anytime I come in here, I love to see, what you guys have recommended or what Buck has recommended. So that's Buck, yeah. You want to say it, Cameo?
Buck, yeah.
All right, one more thing as we get out of here that we're excited for this week. The Spider-Man PS4 game comes out. Looks to me like...
Is it actually coming out?
Because when was it originally slated? Like last
year?
December or something? Yeah. And we've talked about it. We've been looking forward to it for a long time.
And it just recently got pushed back again, too. Like, it got pushed back like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
it was supposed to be out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
See, I was all excited because I just thought, I didn't know that. I just knew Cameo said it's coming this Friday. I'm getting 2 copies. We might have one to give away.
Oh.
So you want to be staying tuned. As long as it comes out, we'll make sure it comes out first.
Yeah.
Then we'll let you know what the giveaway parameters are.
Right.
But like I say, it looked to me like kind of the Arkham Knight kind of style.
Yeah.
Which I dig. I think they should make a ton of superhero movies or video games. Just plug it into that same exact engine, and I'd play it.
I don't see why they don't do that with video
Arrow,
That'd be cool.
Flash.
Totally.
Yeah. They could do all of that the same thing, and I would play it because those are awesome games.
Right.
So that comes out this week, and hopefully I get this podcast up. That's not old news. By the time it gets up, who knows? But all right, that's Nerds to Men. You can get the podcast on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple, iTunes podcasts, YouTube, SoundCloud. Did I leave anything out? No. Everywhere.
AM, FM radio, newspapers,
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Follow us there.
Yep.
And also, like I say, check out New World Comics Podcast. That one's a good one, too. What's cool about that one is there's, like, on Twitter, there's a bunch of, like, comic book accounts that always retweet it and stuff. They just love anything that comes out like that. So, a lot of good information there if you love comic books. We get into it a little. They get into it a lot, so it's really cool. Yeah. So, that's Nerds to Men. Cameo.
Keep it nerdy.
Keep it nerdy.